Abraham H. Maslow, Toward a Psychology of Being. Step into the fascinating world of self-actualization, as presented by Abraham H. Maslow in his groundbreaking book, Toward a Psychology of Being. Delve into the concept of human nature, comprehending the innate need for self-actualization and how it influences a person's life. In Maslow's vision, this drive toward realizing one's potentials has positive implications for both individuals and society as a whole. Explore the consequences of denying this drive, the distinction between deficiency needs and growth needs, and the special category of self-actualizing creativity. Get ready to immerse yourself in an engaging and enlightening journey toward a psychology focused on being.
The drive towards self-actualization. Abraham Maslow believed in the concept of human nature and the potential for self-actualization. He saw it as a unique vision that required a deep understanding of human psychology. People have an innate need to self-actualize, to fulfill their greatest potential and talents, and become more unified and integrated. Unfortunately, many people repeatedly deny their drive to self-actualize, which results in pathologies or neuroses. Maslow set out to develop a new form of psychology, known as positive psychology, that studied the traits, habits, and choices of healthy and self-actualizing people as opposed to solely focusing on pathologies. Maslow believed that self-actualization was humanity's shared destiny, but estimates only a small percentage of individuals ever achieve it. Meeting deficiency needs for personal growth. Our basic psychological needs must be met before we can grow, according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. These needs are organized in a hierarchy and must be satisfied in order, starting with our physiological necessities like food and safety. Maslow called these basic needs deficiency needs, and when these needs are unmet, growth is impossible. In his book titled, What Makes People Neurotic?, Maslow argues that neurosis tends to stem from deprivation, which includes needs like safety, love, respect, and prestige, not just our physical necessities. The fulfillment of these needs is crucial for our personal growth in life. Every person has different sets of needs that lie at different levels in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The hierarchy consists of several groups of needs, with each group resting upon one another. Needs like food and safety lay the foundation for our social needs like love and respect, and only then can we focus on self-actualization. However, Maslow's theory emphasizes that you can't satisfy your higher needs if your deficiency needs are unmet. For instance, before we can achieve intimacy and love, we need to feel secure and safe. We must first meet our lower-level needs, and the hierarchy of needs doesn't allow us to juggle with our needs order. Moreover, these needs aren't independent but integrated. The higher needs always depend on the fulfillment of the lower needs. If one of our lower needs stops being satisfied, we typically feel the urge to satisfy them before progressing to higher needs. In conclusion, as humans, we must recognize the importance of satisfying our basic psychological and physiological needs before personal growth can occur. Maslow's hierarchy of needs provides a framework for fulfilling our needs in an organized fashion, leading to personal growth. Growth mindset: aim for the end, not just the means. The difference between deficiency motivation and growth motivation lies in their respective goals. Deficiency motivation seeks to eliminate a lack, while growth motivation is an end in itself. People with growth mindsets are better able to perceive the world without desire and see things and people as inherently valuable. Self-actualizing individuals no longer view people as need gratifiers but instead see them as unique individuals deserving of respect and love. The power of peak experiences. Self-actualizing individuals possess a unique cognitive state known as becognition, which is marked by the experience of peak moments that provide a sense of ecstasy or rapture. During these experiences, individuals detach themselves from notions of usefulness or purpose and view the world and its objects as independent from themselves, without categorical distinctions or labels. Becognition encourages open-mindedness, complexity, and the perception of oneself and the world from diverse perspectives. Although peak experiences are common among self-actualizing individuals, anyone can experience them at any point in their lives and temporarily attain a self-actualizing perspective. The unique creativity of self-actualized people. The book explains that creativity, talent, and genius are not the same as good health. Some of the greatest artists the world has seen have been psychologically unhealthy individuals. The author suggests that the kind of creativity exhibited by self-actualized individuals is distinct from typical creativity. Self-actualizing creativity, also known as SA creativity, is defined by perceptiveness, spontaneity, and expression, and by how it combines seemingly unrelated things in new ways. Works created by self-actualized individuals are more likely to take the form of jazz improvisations or abstract paintings than concertos or carefully rendered landscapes. The author explains that SA creativity is closer to the core of human nature and that all human beings are born with innate potential that gets buried as one grows older. What enables this creativity in self-actualizing people is their relative lack of fear, which allows them to engage with their spontaneous impulses and emotions. The Theory of Self-Actualization. The book argues that society can create a value system derived from the choices and behaviors of self-actualizers, who can become the new role models. While society currently idolizes well-adjusted individuals, it needs to look toward self-actualizers as real-life heroes who can improve society's overall health. The key message is that self-actualization could be the destination for humankind, and the choices of self-actualizers could be used to reorganize society's values. The book suggests that experiments show many animals have an innate ability to select beneficial diets, and human babies have an internal sense of their needs. Similarly, good choosers among adults become more dominant and healthier, indicating that observing the choices of self-actualizers could help society as a whole. The book concludes that reorganizing society's values based on the choices of self-actualizers could help everyone become more fully human.
With Toward a Psychology of Being, Abraham Maslow unfolds the intricacies of self-actualization and lays the foundation for positive psychology. The book highlights the significance of understanding human nature and fulfilling our innate drive to achieve our utmost potential. Maslow identifies the importance of satisfying our deficiency needs to grow, and he explains the unique connection between psychological health and self-actualizing creativity. As we grasp the power of self-actualization, we simultaneously open the door for re-evaluating our society's value system, inspired by the choices and wisdom of self-actualizing individuals. By embracing this new perspective, we take a step closer to realizing a world where everyone can flourish and become more fully human.